Alright, okay, so that's working. Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Hotshot with 3 Turbo, and I know it's been a long time since I've done a video review for anything for gaming and commentary. My bad. But now I'm doing my first video. It's going to be Transformers Titans Return Deluxe Class Blur. So here we go. Hope you like it. And I'll probably be doing another video after this. So first off, I'm gonna start off by the packaging that I kind of took apart. Hold on, I just kind of there we go. Raise. So we're gonna have like a picture blur right here. I kind of took this part off. All right, raise it back, raise it down, flip it over. So we have blur right here. His buddy. Let's see, Hyperfire, right? And there's reading stuff. You know, if you want to read, reading's good for the mind. It is very good. All right. There's blur, vehicle mode, things. Okay. What Hyperfire can work with. Nightbeat can become with blur. Hyperfire can go with Hardhead, Sentinel Prime, or Blaster. Alright, so that's done. Now it's actually on to the actual toy itself. So, yeah, here we go. So here's Magnificent Blur, one of my all-time favorite G1 characters besides Hotshot, Hot Rod, whatever you like to call him, and Ultra Magnus. So I have an excellent head sculpt here of Blur. It's moving down. That will become a sidecar if you would, or any other things. And then you have his sniper, I think. I don't know. I mean, for me, the lighting, just because it isn't the best. There's different colors. You know, like this is kind of like a tealish color, and with the side you can see obviously this is baby blue. So the colors don't totally match, but yeah, it's still a good toy. Alright, so we'll get to Blur, his articulation and accessories. First, let's get to the Titan Master. Alright, so here's what you're gonna do to get your Titan Master. Alright, so when you get Blur, his head is already connected. Alright, so I'm gonna have him down so I can show you this accurately. So there's a little notch right here which gives him articulation at the head. So what you could do, instead of like some cheap toys we actually don't use a lot of force, this you kinda hold this part, just kinda do just like that. So see, there's a little connection right there, right there. So what you do is you just kinda tap it in and boom. So I'm just gonna leave him decapitated for a while. Now to the actual head of Blur, the Blur man. Focus in, camera. There we go. So, alright, and then there's this little piece to transform Blur. It goes up and down. It's pretty easy to work with. I don't know if you noticed this, but to transform the Titan Master, what you do is you're gonna collapse this down. You're gonna come over to the back. You can pull his legs out, because it folds up like this to the body. Alright, and there's a little hinge, sorta, I guess. See how see how that works? Alright, so you can have him in a sitting position. And then we're gonna do for this part is gonna pull it down. Okay, and once you're done with that, you can take his hands right here, because they're not tabbed in. They're just kind of put in a secure spot. Okay. And first, same as second. Alright, just. Alrighty. As soon as this focuses in, we'll go into more detail. Alright, there we go. Detail of the figure. Alright, so as you can see, there's they painted it in a gunmetal gray right here, and then some silver for his hands. Let's get in on Hyperfire's head. Hold on, it's just gotta work with me. It's not working yet. Hold on. Let me just change. Alright. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna try different angles now. And his head's very small, so it makes it kind of hard to do this. But he has a little head. I'll just show you because it's gonna take forever doing it this way. Come on, camera, line, work with it. Okay. That's what Hyperfire's head is. Alright, so there we go. Alright, so there's Hyperfire. Very small. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna bring in blurr and little Hyperfire. Come on, let's just get them. Like that. They don't always like to stand, but you just gotta make the best with it. Alright, there we go. So, there he is. There's that. Alright, so now what you're gonna do is just I'm gonna transform him real quick and plug it on. Alright. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna take off his weaponry just for possibility. There's this piece. Then there's his little gun. So you see, you can get a lot of. I'm just gonna show off some poses I've learned that you can do with blurr. So you could do this if you chose to. There's just a lot to do with this figure. You could always have him looking like he's running. He could actually he can do this. Let's see, what else can he do? Hold on, I'm just gonna show it off right on camera. Let's see, will this work? Will this work? It does work. Autobots need to do push-ups to stay fit. There. Excellent. There. So, alright, let's get into a little more detailing. Like on the sides, you get like a jet thingamajiggy. Speed aren't the best, but they hold pretty securely, unlike the Combiner Wars. And then he has his little piston things again. Alrighty. Ready? So to do transformation with blurr, since he's a pain sometimes if you don't know what you're doing, especially on the wheel, I'll mention that part, the wheel part, Alright, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take off the head, transform him, alright, to do this. Well, just to show off. So you have this, so you can actually do, because it's an official mode, you can plug this on, have him in a seating position, Mr. Hyperfire, if you would cooperate, thank you. And, okay, am I doing this right? Okay. Oh. Oh, you just kind of scoot it up. Hold on. Ah. So, there's no really secure spot that I'm seeing for my blur, but if you do see one, just kind of, yeah. Alright, there we go. So see? He's supposed to sit, but yeah. And then you have like a little wheel, so you know that's actually gonna be a sidecar. So this piece is coming. It's gonna be mucho import ponte. Yay. I'm just gonna leave him in a seating position because he's gonna. Alright. Oh, shoot, one more thing. Totally forgot to do this. And that was to do a size comparison with previous figures. For example, Combiner Wars. Alright. Let's bring in Hound. Hound. Okay. Let me just make sure they're both standing properly. Alrighty. Let's take a look. About the same height. Blur's a little taller.